Before the video gets started, I want to say first, follow me on Twitter. Go ahead, subscribe, and hit the notification button. Secondly, I want you guys' feedback and opinion. So lately, I've been doing these discussion style videos of if the next fighter's character, DLC, whatever, is going to be this character or that character. I've been doing those, and I've been also just, reading your comments and basically going over everything as a discussion type of video. And you see literally no gameplay. It's literally me just scrolling through your comments and just reading them. And I just want to know from most of you, all of you really, if you're watching, do you like that? Do you enjoy that this seems to be like a podcast type thing that you could just listen to in the background? Or do you want like gameplay over this? And just let me know down in the comment section below, because I do like your feedback and I need it sometimes. But anyway, let's just get right into the video. What's going on, guys? OneEyedBandit back again with yet another video talking about more Dragon Ball FighterZ, and today we have another poll just going over the next DLC characters if we had a choice for who was to come. Now this poll I kind of messed up a little bit. I added 3 characters here simply because I thought this was like the last of the movie villains, honestly, but I actually forgot one, and I made another poll that another video will probably be done for tomorrow. But I had Turles, Lord Slug, and Android 13. Now I should have just did Turles versus Lord Slug, and honestly I added Android 13 only because I was like, man, I know Lord Slug is gonna get blown out the water, but maybe somehow some way Android 13 or Turles would be less popular than Lord Slug. But it turns out Lord Slug is still falling way behind. People love Turles and Android 13 way more than they do Lord Slug, period. And I know if I would have put it Turles versus Lord Slug, Slug would have been blown out regardless, or Lord Slug versus Android 13, he would have been blown out regardless. So I tried to add that third option to see if it would have weighed a little bit differently, but I kind of messed it up. So here we have Turles, Lord Slug, and Android 13. Tomorrow's poll is going to be Android 13 versus Bojack, which makes a lot more sense, but we will get into that tomorrow when the time comes. But as it stands right now, Turles 41%, Slug 6%, Android 13 a whopping 53%. Android 13 seems to be the winner in this poll we have here today, and let's just talk about these guys individually for a second. Turles, I see his name pop up a lot. Now I've only seen the Tree of Might movie literally one time, and I mean, although I think Turles is pretty cool, he is technically another Goku, I guess, in a sense. Turles is what would happen if Goku were evil. Like, it's basically a what if Goku were really evil, and that is the result of Turles. So in a sense, Turles is the first Goku Black, and again, I think a lot of people enjoy that aspect of an evil Goku. Now Goku Black's character did it so much better and it's so much cooler, but Turles has that certain stigma about him that he is the first dark Goku that people truly enjoy, and he could have a really good moveset within fighters, but I'm pretty sure if he were to come, people would be in that fake outrage that they end up in when another Goku comes to the game. People would be upset because it's basically another Goku, even though this character has completely different moves, completely different aneurysms, completely different name. He just looks like Goku, so people would just gravitate towards that negativity, and kind of sucks. But at the same time, Turles could really truly be a pretty cool character. It'd be nice to see all of the moves that they would give him within Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now Lord Slug, this character is a Namekian. We've only gotten Piccolo so far. I can't see any other Namekians honestly being added. No Demon King Piccolo. I can't see the Namekians from Universe 6 showing up honestly, and I can't personally see Nail or Lord Slug showing up. I don't think these guys have a choice at all, or like a chance at all. I think these characters, although they were cool in their, you know, different moments, as it stands, to me, they just don't have that popularity that it takes. These are characters that would end up, you know, way farther down the line in maybe a FighterZ 2, and not even in the base game. I'm talking about DLC for those as well. They just don't have that popularity. These are characters that, you know, this is scraping the bottom of the barrel style characters. Granted, they have their fans and certain people enjoy them, I'm sure, but it's just not it. It's just ain't it, Chief. I think Lord Slug is pretty cool though. He could have something to do with his giant Namekian form. I'm sure they would, you know, make a really dope move set for him, but he just doesn't have it in him. Android 13, I totally understand why this character is so popular. Man, he has a lot going for him right now. When I think about Android 13, I personally think they will give him his super Android 13 where he's blue. But his intro, every time I think about him, I think his intro would be really dope. You know, he comes onto the scene and then he absorbs Android 15 and 14, and, you know, obviously becomes his super buff, you know, blue orange haired monster, and he just comes to wreck the scene. Now, his moveset would be really cool because you just know they would give him a command grab, the one where he punches Goku in the nuts. Oh yeah, that would definitely be a command grab. And then he has his, I guess, ultimate, or even just a level 1, or maybe even just a regular super, but his ultimate can track people. He has this move where he throws out this giant big red energy ball and it follows the user, or it follows the enemy, and I can more so see this being a level 1 style thing similar to Yamcha, or a super move that you just have the ability to, you know, throw up and come back, sort of like Master Roshi's what is that, 6S, I believe. But yeah, I think it would be very interesting. But that's, again, enough of me talking about these characters. I want to know what you guys think about these characters, so let's just go down into the comment section below real quick and just have a discussion. Let's just go over what some of you guys are saying. Android 13, just for the nutshot command grab he did against Goku. Yes, exactly what I was just saying. It would be hilarious to see that. I can just imagine it, man. I really can. Again, Android 13, because he's another big body character with a lot of command grabs. LOL. I know we're gonna be seeing this nut punch thing a lot, but do I want to say he had I guess he did. I guess he is kind of a command grab character, because he does have the scene where he's like bear hugging Vegeta from behind and just crushing him. So I can definitely see him having command grabs, but he is a big body character. My thing about big body characters is I don't really like them, so I personally don't think I would like Android 13. Granted, he would be a dope addition. Slug's level 3 would be interesting if he became giant, but I'd rather have 13. We're having another sand from the Frieza Forest area. I'd rather have Raditz. Yeah, so he's basically saying why he would want Android 13 over the other two, and I understand why. I wanted Turles since day 1 and we still don't have him. Could have a dramatic finish with base Goku, and he does more than enough battles in the movies to create his moveset. And yeah, you're perfectly right. Like, he has a pretty good moveset that they can go off of from the movie. The character seems really like he really could be cool, but I don't think he does have that popularity to make him get into the game like a Raditz or like an Android 13. This guy, once again, Blue Evolution, Vegeta, and Topo. Of course, that's who he wants, but during these polls, we are not talking about the characters that you want. We're talking about the characters that I have listed. So please, once again, I say this in every video, when I do these polls, literally just you know, if you have a comment that mentions other characters, just don't write it down. Just vote and go on about your business. And if you don't want to vote, then just go on about your business. But yeah, you know, I understand that you want other characters, but this is literally if we had a choice. It's not like these characters are for sure coming or something, but those characters don't stand a chance. Some other characters, but if I would choose, Android 13 is the best, only transformed. If I were to choose, it would be Android 13's base form. I actually like it a lot. It's funny, and it leads right into Besu's comment. Howdy there, I'm Android 13. Look at my trucker hat. Yeah, like I love Android 13's like country accent that he has. He could be a pretty cool character. I would like him in his base form, and for his level 3 or something, or to have an install, he can go into his Super Android 13 form, which would be cool as well. Android 13, I feel like my team needs a second Z Broly, and quite personally, again, that's kind of what Super Android 13 would be, right? Like he would be this big bodied command grab character, kind of. We need more Namekians in the game. Lord Slug would be fun. He could grow big for his level 3. Yeah, I mean, I understand, but again, I don't think Lord Slug has that popularity. Android 13 is my favorite character, so why not put him in the game? Again, opinionated. Again, I think Android 13 is the more popular character here. I'm not a big fan of Turles, but think of how the Tree of Might would work. Like you can do a level 1 that does no damage, but gives you buffs because he ate from the Tree of Might. I think a level 1 that does no damage would be weird. But I mean, I guess the way that they would have to implement it would be pretty cool, because you do have things like that. There are just certain characters within Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, GT, whatever you have. There are certain characters that they have to take certain aspects from that show and include it into their moveset. So a move that does require him to eat from the Tree of Might would be really cool. That would give him a damage buff, or you know, just something that would change his combos, anything like that. Turles could have pretty cool moves in terms of that. So it'd be cool to see how they do include the Tree of Might into his moveset. It'd be cool to see Android 13 have either an install level 3 where he turns into Super 13, or comes as Super 13. Understandable. Yeah, you're totally right. I could definitely see it. I think I could see them adding him as Super Android 13, because FighterZ kind of does have a track record of adding the character in their latest iteration, technically, I guess you could say, like their strongest form, you know. So that would make a lot of sense. Turles is useless. He eats fruit. And okay, yeah, we're not reading. We're gonna delete this on. Yeah. Nope, we're not reading that. I want 13 to have a fusion 13 transformation, or some type of moves where 13 and 15 do stuff, or both if he's in. The only reason I couldn't see, you know, 14 and 15 fighting along with him is because they didn't really fight together. They kind of, you know, split off and fought each of the different Z Warriors separately, so it wouldn't really make sense for them to fight with him. But it totally is understandable if they were to add an install for him where he does absorb those characters and become Super 13. So yeah, I want Turles because the fruit from the Tree of Might could be an interesting mechanic for him, similar to Adult Gohan's Potential Unleash, where he gets stronger and faster each time he does a level 1. But the difference is that the fruit could also buff frame data to God tier levels while also buffing the damage in Oki off his level 3. Yeah, so all of this you just said, I mean, I would love for them to add the Tree of Might into his moveset some way, shape, or form, but yeah, all of this is just too much. Like they wouldn't buff his frame data and or the Oki from his level 3 or something like that. Most likely they would give it a buff in damage every time he were to do that, but they wouldn't go crazy off of it. I would like to see some type of system though where he eats from the tree of might, and then you know there's a little icon that has that tree of might fruit, and you know that he ate it and that he has his damage buff now and stuff like that. And they also need to add a meter or something that indicates which level you are for adult Gohan, but whatever, I guess. Android 13, we may have 16, 17, and 18, but throwing 13 in the mix could make a new little Android category of themed teams. As a DLC, I see 13 being a rushdown character. If it's him solo, and then he'll be like Cooler and both Broly's heavy hitters with speed, yet height being a downfall. Height isn't a true downfall in this game anymore, especially since fuzzies were kind of removed, so honestly you can play whoever you want no matter how tall and how big. The only thing I guess you technically have to watch out for is because of like super smaller characters like GT Goku can kind of just climb a ladder down you, especially with their normals, because they can hit you so much, but it doesn't truly matter as long as you know how to block. As an 18 kind of character, maybe a level 1 can be a 3-man or android key blast. Level 2 could be an android assistance combo like 18's level 3. Maybe copy DBS Broly and make his level 3 transform, but have a damage boost for the absorption of the androids. Yeah, so again, I'll explain, like, they didn't truly fight together, so it wouldn't really matter if they were to include 14 and 15 into his level 1 and level 3. We didn't quite see them fight together. They mainly fought separately. So yeah, Android 13 in his base form, please. Again, I would choose that as well. Turles will be dope, but I love to have Super Saiyan Blue, Evolution Vegeta, and Super Buu. Again, let's just try to stick to the topic at hand, and 13 because he can go Super 13. Totally agree. But anyways, guys, that was your comments on what you thought between these three characters. Come back tomorrow for the talk about Android 13 versus Bojack and how well those guys did against each other. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Please remember that God and anime are always on your side. Please come join the Bandit Army. That's all I got for you. Peace out.